I'm going to be sharing some very personal and very deep stuff so that we can all have an appreciation of where I'm coming from and why I'm so delighted this night. Some of these things might sound a bit embarrassing, but the truth is the truth. I can tell you for free that it's not everybody in this room that I've met. The civil service is very dynamic. You don't get the opportunity to meet some of your staff sometimes. Not because you don't want to meet them, but because there's something called protocol. This session, like I said, is very big for me because it's important to learn, it's important to train, it's important to retrain. I'm blessed with wonderful people that I work with in the ministry. So for me, I think I owe you and I owe the ministry a lot of give back in terms of capacity building, in terms of leaving a legacy. This transport policy is the first in the whole of Nigeria. In fact, as I speak, it's the only one. We might not know what we've done or we've broken boundaries, but you can only add meaning to it if the implementation is well done. Building a legacy, transforming transport in Lagos State. Your role. For me, this is a part statement. Looking at the first part of the statement, it says transforming transport in Lagos State. Lagos is a very peculiar state that we all know. It's the smallest state in Nigeria. It's the overpopulated state also in Nigeria. We have well over, data statistics give numbers, but I know we have well over 22 million people in Lagos. That alone itself, it's a big challenge. With the small size of Lagos, 1/3 of Lagos is also water, which makes it a lot difficult to move goods and services efficiently. Because of our peculiarity in terms of size, we've adopted intermodal, a multi-modal transportation system where we've adopted different transportation options, i.e. rail, land, water, and of course at some point air. But be that as it may, we're not just limited by our transportation modes. We also have the challenge of technology and evolvement of new things for 21st century. We can't keep doing things the way we do them and expect to get a different result. Things are moving faster than we can imagine. It was ChatGPT said before you could even get already talking about AI. We're talking about technology whereby ITS, you don't even have to chase or run after a car to be able to enforce and get things right. We're talking about different things that we see. We're talking about technology in ways of bringing order into a very small space. The e-call-off system comes to mind readily, and every other form of reform that has been done. Because of the peculiarity of our size, which is meant to be a blessing, we also have the constraints of finance. So you also have the latitude and you have to be creative to be able to do things in the way of funding, which takes us to PPP and other things you need to do. The state obviously does not generate as much as it's going to spend. So you also need to be very creative in doing things, otherwise you'll not be able to meet what you're meant to do. We have the environmental challenge in its own side. We have the climate change, things are moving everywhere. All over the world today, you hear people talk about how hot it is in London, in Barcelona, everywhere. I'm not sure if the video I saw was real, but I saw a video yesterday showing that snow was falling in Ibadan. But seriously, we are laughing. When I looked at it, I laughed. And I saw the Keke Mapep was Ibadan call of it's calm. But be that as it may, climate change is real. We have that challenge. We have the CAG emission that people are complaining about, and transportation apparently carries a lot percentage of what we're talking about. What are we doing in terms of that reduction? I know one of our sister agencies has put those little calculating whatever in the exhaust pipes of a lot of those buses to be able to read them. There's a lot of things going on that we need to work on. People are moving away from fossil fuel to CNG, to EV, to biogas. There's a lot going on that we need to know. In the space of freight and public safety, we all know what's going on as regards trailers falling heavy, not doing what they're meant to do, public safety, freight. How do you manage? Because Lagos is the commercial hub of Nigeria. They will come here. You have all the ports in Lagos, you have the major ports in Lagos, you have the refinery in Lagos, you have everything in Lagos. So they will come. What are we doing in that space to ensure that we have a safe environment for our commuters? Your role, our role is one, bringing this policy to life. It's very normal or usual to have a policy, but we must bring it to life. How do we bring it to life? We must adapt our day-to-day activity and let it lean on the policy. There must be an alignment for us to be able to implement this effectively. We also have the responsibility to cascade this information that we're going to share for the implementation to everyone. It's very strategic that we pick the head and the vice because of space and money. But it's our responsibility to take away all of the information and the knowledge learned here and cascade down to our younger ones. It's part of our responsibility to do, of course, build capacity as well. Beyond that, it's also very important to bring our experience and our learnings to align with what the consultants will be teaching us. You know, they are bookworm. All they know is book. We need to call them, okay, in that book that you're showing us, sir, it doesn't work like that on the road, though. Then they will say to you, oh, well, it's not far from it. If you do it this way, that way that is the only way we can get an efficient and effective implementation. It's also very, very, very important for us to ensure that the objectives of the policy document is achieved. That's the whole essence of being here today. All the various departments that we have diverse roles, we have different roles that you play. But the beauty of it is that they're all interconnected. How do you marry these different functions to ensure that we have an efficient transport policy? It is important. The PS is the best manager in the world. He finds his way to manage everybody. Sometimes I would ask him, PS, what's going on? These people and that people are complicated. Okay, don't worry. At the end of the day, he gets the job done. But I shouldn't be giving him that headache. It should be a procedural, a systemic thing, whereby you can align this thing without giving the man an extra headache. He has a lot of baggage that he's carrying already. He shouldn't be carrying that responsibility. It's not fair on him. So today, we are going to be breaking those boundaries, which was why I loved it when he said everybody should mix up. When we got in there, people started aligning. That's not going to be entertained, and I like what he did. Thank you, PS. One very critical thing I need to remind us, it's very easy to forget who you are. You're Ministry of Transportation. You are the mother ministry. You have 9 babies. Yes, we pray for your babies to grow bigger than you, but unfortunately in this case, it shouldn't happen.